Good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining us. This is our second installment of the BTX Facebook Live program. We're going to highlight certain products. Today, I got myself, Robert Kramer, along with
Jose Rodas.
Mr. Rodas here. We're going to go over the new BTX Quiet 45 millimeter radio motor. I'm going to turn it over to Jose to kind of go over some of the specifications, and I'll get back with you here just a little bit after that and go over some of the programming and how this thing operates.
Okay, guys, so again, welcome back. We just want to say thank you for staying with us. Thank you for taking the time to viewing us, and also for watching us, for all who's going to watch the videos after the live video is done. We're going to talk today about our new 45 QE RF motor, as Robert mentioned it. It's a pretty good, reliable motor. It's quiet, I would say, super quiet. We're going to start by a couple of the features. It's 110 plug-in or hot wire motor. So pretty much it comes with a standard plug. It's a 45-degree angle plug that you can actually view here. We can actually show it to you. Easy to connect. You have pretty much it goes like that, or if you want to do upside down, that can be done too, depending on how is the wall outlet receptacle mount. So you have two different options in that. With that being said, you can actually, it has the feature where you can actually mount two systems onto the same power outlet. You don't have that problem with the two actual plugs interfere to each other, so you have both of them where you can connect one on the top, one on the bottom, for those applications where you have shears and drapes, pretty much when you have blackouts in the front or blackouts in the back and shears in the front, or vice versa. However it is, you have that option. That's number one. The motor has radio built in, so you have your standard RF remote. You can use your standard wireless wall switch on that. Also, it comes with the feature for contact closure. So pretty much what it is you have your RJ9 plug here. It's a standard RJ9 tab. You can get 3 wires from there. You get a standard communication wire, and you can do contact closure back to your home automation system without having to add any other devices to it. So it goes direct contact closure. That's another feature in that, which is very helpful. It's 6-millimeter motors, so you can do up to 50 pounds with that. It can be used for roller shades, or you can also do Roman shades with this type of motor. The motor has 33 RPMs, so it's a pretty good speed on that motor. The good feature on it, has electronic limits, right? We have electronic limits, and you also have with that the reset button on the motor, which is one of the good things. Together with the electronic limit, we decided to add two reset buttons on the bottom part of the motor for those applications where the motor actually got hardwired to the standard electrical power. So you don't have to do the unplug and plug it back in again. Sometimes you don't really have access to do the unplugging part. So it's not that difficult anymore. So what you do when you get there, you press the reset button here, and you can get into programming. So those features, we're gonna pass that along to Robert in just a minute. It's coming soon. So we're not gonna get too deep on that right now. On the motor, it's 27.75 inches length. So it's not that big, so you can still do pretty good sizes roller shades or Roman shades. Robert's gonna explain that to us in just a little bit. And other than that, I would say, what am I missing here?
I think you got it, man. Let's go ahead and run the shade, and then we'll run through a little bit of the features. So we have one over here on our beautiful blue fabric over here. So right now, I think we have this set to channel number 1. So everybody quiet here. Let's run it.
Can you hear it? I can hardly hear it. You can actually hear the fabric before you hit the motor.
Yeah, it's a 33 dB motor at 3 foot, so it's a very, very quiet motor. And we'll go to the limit here, and then we'll go ahead and run it back down. So again, it's a very, very quiet motor. Again, radio built in, a big highlight contact closure. One feature about the contact closure port, a lot of people with a Zigbee, now this can hook in. We have a Zigbee module piece that plugs into this, so if you're getting into Zigbee applications, you can hook that directly in here with a little piece. It plugs in next to the 45-degree plug, and that allows you to run Zigbee on this as well. So this again works with the last week's our seminar we did on the battery motor. So again, it all works with the same protocol. So I wanted to go over a little bit with that. Got a little feedback on that from last week. That a little bit more on the programming side. So what Jose was saying, we have the reset button. Basically, whenever you have a brand new motor, you hit the button as well. You learn your first remote. Once you have your first remote or wall switch built into the motor, from there you don't have to do any unplugging or plugging back in. All you have to do is hold your stop button down, which is right here on the remote control. You hold that down until the motor jogs. Now the motor's in program mode. And then you can take any device. So here we have our 5-channel wall switch. Again, we have all the custom buttons with shear and drapery and different things that we can swap out on this. You pick your channel. Let's go ahead and put on channel 1 on that. And then again, you hold your open and close button at the same time. The unit will flash slow. It'll jog. And now we have the capability of running this with that particular unit. So very, very simple to add devices and take away devices with this particular programming. In addition, as you could tell, we kind of had the limit all the way to the top here. Nice thing about the electronic limits now, again, same feature. With this, you hold the A and B button at the same time. The motor will jog. Then you run the unit to where you want the limit to be. Hit stop. Hold the center and A button down for the top limit. Jogs. Let's run it down a little bit down to the, let's just stop it right here. Center and B at the same time now until the motor jogs. And now you hold stop button to get out of program mode, so it will jog again. And now the unit is reprogrammed at those new limits that we just set. So that's the top limit we just reset, and then here's the bottom limit that we reset. So very, very easy to change, no unplugging, plugging back in, getting up on ladders, everything can be done from a position on the ground. Again, you can add devices into this unit very simply. Again, we have another wall switch here with the open and close button. Again, you hold open and close at the same time. This particular unit would jog and operate. Right now we have this set up to our cut-in wall switch that you cut into the wall. Again, we have that set with that particular unit. Again, very, very quiet if you want to hear that real quick. So we're really excited about this particular motor. You know, as far as, you know, in addition, it has the Smart Connect feature. Like last week, again, you run RS-232 in from any automation system. Then it outputs radio to the units. So this can do up to 14 motors. Again, you can link these together with a little splitter we provide with 14 boxes total, which gives you up to 196 motors that you can control with this Smart Connect box by linking them together. So a lot of flexibility with being able to control this with automation. We have the DB9 connector here as well that we can operate that with. One other feature we talked about last week on the battery motor, again, we have our A center and B. So you have the ability to hit the A button, and again, it goes 25% of the window. If you can imagine, it's 100%. 25% your B button or your center button, I should say, is your 50%, and then your B button is then going to be your 75%. And you can customize those wherever you want. If you got a mullion or something, you can customize those wherever you want.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can adjust it out, whatever's more convenient for you on that.
As far as the hardware, Jose, you want to go over that real quick?
Well, in regards to hardware, you know, as we mentioned on the previous video as well, we're going to do it again. The most common one is, you know, your square. In this application, it's is actually you will have to use a 4-inch fascia. This system needs to be done on a 2-inch tube or 2.5-inch tube. So 3-inch fascia doesn't apply to this system. Have to be 4-inch fascia. You can do a 5-inch fascia if it's somewhere around there. So our standard 4-inch fascia, like I said on the previous video, it comes on 4 colors available. We have it on black, we have it on white, we have cream, we have dark bronze, and also silver anodized. So it's 5 colors. I'm sorry. We have that available. You can also do it on the pocket. You have your pocket enclosure. Sometimes you're looking at some of those commercial applications where the pocket is required. Recess pocket, you can recess the pocket. Then you dump your closure so you can have a nice finished view from the bottom part. The round fascia is also available. You can go ahead and use the round fascia if you like the round fascia better. No different, just the front shape pretty much. Cassette 120.
Yeah, so the cassette 120, we bring that up now. We're actually working with getting the actual motor into that unit. we can very easily do it. We're just calculating wrap dimensions because you do a little bigger tube because it's a 6 Newton meter motor. So you've got to be able to, can lift a lot more. It's a bigger diameter tube. So we're calculating right now how much actual fabric we can get into that. So we'll have more on that down the road on some updates on how much we can get into the cassette 120 with that particular design.
Okay. Well, along with that, we can also use our fabric wrap balances. You can do a cornice or you can do a balance. We'll do a 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, and the returns can be a 3-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, 6 inches. We can customize at whatever size you want, pretty much. Also, color coordinated side channel. If you're using a dark bronze fascia, we have a dark bronze side channel. We also have on the same colors available, same colors that we have the fascia, we also have the side channels for those blackouts application where you need to block the view, the light, pretty much the light gap, and to have a better and clean installation as well.
So just to tidy up a couple things here, we're going to wrap this up. We know it's Friday. We all know about Fridays. So especially with this guy over here. So basically, this radio motor with contact closure built in, 6 Newton meter, 50 pounds of lift, 33 dB, very, very quiet. Minimum size we make on this is to tidy it up is about 33 inches with our spring idler. So that gives you an idea of what size shade you can actually build with that particular unit at this time. It works with the wireless wall switches. We have the flat version of the switch that we talked about. We have the wall remote. We have the cut-in versions and a 1 and a 2 channel. And then we also have the Smart Connect box, which gives you wireless integration. So it gives you a lot of flexibility with working with other applications with regards to the Smart Connect. This also works on all of our drapery, battery motors. Everything we offer at BTX works on the Smart Connect. This is just the next enhancement. If you order any radio motors from BTX, AC, plug-in, or hardwire, it will come with this motor standard. There's our standard upcharge. Our standard motor that we use, the upcharge on this, I believe, is $600, so that's at retail. So it's very, very competitively priced, so you won't have to ask for this motor. This is the motor you'll want to get. It will come with it.
Beautiful.
We have a DC motor as well, but mainly people are just doing this plug-in version, easy or hardwire, and that's the standard motor that you'll be getting from BTX. We're really excited about this. We're excited about kind of where we're going. We've got a lot of other things coming out in the pipeline. We'll be doing a video next Friday. Haven't really decided on what that's going to be yet, but we're going to go into that for next week.
Right.
You can always find us at the 800 number, 800-422-8839. You can email us at btxwindow@btxinc.com, or you can email Jose at
jrodas@btxinc.com.
And that's JRODAS@btxinc.com. Mine is RS Kramer, RSKRMER, btxinc.com. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. And you guys have a good rest of the day here on Friday, and have a good weekend.
Happy Friday to you.
We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.